I'm Megan Saad, Managing Director for CNTV Marketing. Thank you for joining me for Redefining ROI, Return on Impact, Impressions, and Ideas. And of course, thank you to Personify for the invitation to be part of this year's Event Revenue Summit. The need to diversify revenue isn't new, but it has taken center stage the last few years. Event professionals were tasked to think outside of the event and come up with ways to drive both revenue and engagement at a time when events simply weren't taking place. For association professionals and show organizers, revenue can't mean dollar signs alone. It has to mean providing value to your members and attendees in new ways, or else you'll not only lose trust, you'll lose the opportunity for it to become recurring revenue, and that's really important. The perfect solution to bridge the need to generate revenue with the need to service members and drive engagement is, you guessed it, content. At CNTV, content is at the core of what we do. And good news, content is and absolutely should be a member benefit, and a very important one at that. Think about what you consume on a daily basis, both in your professional and personal life. Where do you go to receive your news each morning? Where do you find your inspiration? Who is your go-to for best practices? I'll bet you're very picky about the list that comes to mind, and you should be. After all, your time is valuable, and we all need to interact with content that informs, educates, and inspires, or else it's simply not a good use of our time. And even more good news, content is not only a member benefit, but a high-value sponsor opportunity. It's a win-win. So, let's actually reimagine our formulas and event approaches and have them rooted in all of the above. Captivating content, member value, and opportunities to generate revenue abound. First, we want to encourage you to do something you probably haven't done in a while. Hit the pause button on everything you are doing. Writing emails, posting on social media, drafting blogs. That's right, take a minute, close your eyes, take a deep inhale in, and just pause. And why is this important? Because how and what people are consuming matters to your business. When was the last time you visited your own social media channels to see how people are engaging with the content that you and your team spend hours curating or producing? The CNTV marketing team recently published an article encouraging association and event marketers to take an Earth Day inspired approach to getting content organized in 3 parts: reduce, reuse, and recycle. And how does this apply to your content strategy? After 2+ years of shifting strategies or pivoting, you may feel overwhelmed with how much content you actually have. So taking the time to take stock of what is in your library is absolutely essential to moving forward strategically. So let's turn this challenge into an opportunity. After all, an overabundance of content can be a good thing when it comes to engaging with your audience, providing value, and identifying new ways to connect suppliers with buyers. So number 1, reduce. Let's channel Marie Kondo and take a look at what's in your current content library. Get rid of the pieces that are outdated and no longer serve your audience. Whether it's outdated information or not useful to your event communication strategy, say goodbye. It can go. And number 2, reuse. Don't spend time or energy reinventing the wheel when you have content pieces that are already performing well. Lean on the data that's available to you, and once you understand what receives top views or conversions, keep it around. Of course, you'll need to update the SEO as needed, but don't let it sit to be covered in dust if it's still useful. And number 3, recycle. Give previous content a graphics refresh or include updated statistics. You can push these pieces again to attract new audiences or engage with members you've gained since their initial debut. And the best part about all of these strategies is they are cost effective and allow you to create new content for your exhibitors to sponsor without taxing your budget. If you need help or don't know where to start, the CNTV marketing team loves to team up with organizations to do content audits, to look at your current assets and develop a playbook for how to make the most of what you already have. Once you have a pulse on the current content, we can strategize how it will fit into an event marketing plan and strategy. We always hear the term drive attendance, right? What we're really doing is we're shaping a community. Community connection is so important, and we've all, yes, even us event professionals, have earned a newfound appreciation for in-person events. For attendee acquisition, messaging has become more transparent, value propositions more authentic. In fact, your authenticity is your brand in many ways. Finding out how to convey that to your audience, such as what you stand for, who you serve, and the value you bring to the industry is more important than ever. The tactics have gone from surface level to a much deeper level. The new generation of event attendees are demanding that you prove the value of attending an event to them right up front. Make it a priority to understand what matters to the communities we are trying to build, because success requires a more concentrated messaging effort than ever before. There are 3 essential steps to an effective, revenue-generating marketing plan for events: before, during, and after. And when done right, you can actually increase engagement opportunities along the event marketing journey, which your audience will be willing to pay for if it advances their industry knowledge and professional development. Creating these engagement experiences gives your exhibitors an opportunity to network on a new level and creates additional revenue opportunities that they can sponsor. So let's dive in. What's before? Blogs that cover topics that will be presented during the conference portion of an event, or an exciting keynote presentation you've lined up. Previewing the newfound exclusive knowledge that participants will gain from being at an event is a simple but effective way to convert registrants. If you're looking for ways to bring in revenue, consider a thought leadership opportunity for your exhibitors, where they can sponsor blog posts, or even better, record a video interview with their leadership team and use it for engaging content to create buzz before the event. Another revenue-generating opportunity before the show is the ever-popular Know Before You Go message. Packed with all the information needed to make an event experience the best it can be, these have become a permanent pillar of any event communication strategy. So consider turning a few of these time-sensitive messages into video format and offer exhibitors the chance to underwrite the series. You can include sponsor message from all players, hotel partners, local businesses, exhibitors, and service providers. And suddenly, you're adding thousands of dollars in new revenue to your bottom line. Know Before You Go messages don't just benefit your event partners, it's an opportunity for exhibitors and sponsors to get in front of attendees before the show, so everyone's on-site experience is even more valuable. Talk about redefining ROI. Okay, what's during the event? What is the best way to reach your attendings while the event is taking place? Video coverage. We may be biased, but we believe video is the single greatest way to build brand awareness, expand reach, and have your show's value messaging resonate with the intended audience. And there are several types of videos that can be extremely effective for helping attendees and exhibitors engage during an event. At CNTV, our live event services include daily recaps of your event programming and a sneak peek of what's still to come. Advertorials are a great way to provide exhibitors a custom video to drive traffic to their booth. One-on-one live interviews that can be streamed directly to your mobile app. That also includes gamification. The opportunities are endless. Do you have a contest or a challenge for your attendees? The more creative the content, the more your audience will engage with it. While driving engagement between attendees and exhibitors is the reason we do what we do, there is also an opportunity to reevaluate the output of content to a more sustainable method. From CNTV's very start, we thought of ourselves as a video alternative to the traditional printed show daily. And recently, we've been partnering with clients to take a paperless pledge, swapping one on-site printed option for a video solution instead. And as an industry, we believe we all have to be smarter about this from a cost standpoint and also a sustainability standpoint. Some ways to become more sustainable could be to swap printed directories with online guides that feature video ads, partner with convention centers on using digital screens to reduce print signage costs, and create custom news-style content instead of mailing high-cost printed mailers. Switching to a more user-friendly format for show-related information can save your budget and drive additional sponsor opportunities. Our favorite thing about video sponsorships are the impressions are absolutely endless based on the channel distribution you decide to implement. Video extends far beyond the individuals walking through your event venue and can reach those on your email distribution list, followers of your social channels, and visitors to your website long after the event wraps up. Outside of video, we encourage event venues and show organizers to partner with local restaurants, retail, and entertainment establishments to offer unique experiences during events. These types of strong partnerships help drive the value of attending and can also increase your sponsor revenue. These experiences are another win for everyone. providing attendees additional incentive to travel, exhibitors and sponsors another touch point with buyers, and driving even more economic impact. This makes us think of something near and dear to our hearts, the Exhibitions Mean Business campaign from IAEE. And finally, the after. Let's talk post-event. Are you familiar with the feeling of all of the hard work leading up to an event just being poof, gone in an instant? It doesn't have to be that way, and it shouldn't be. You've established this community, now it's time to keep them connected. You're not competing with your future in-person events either. You're enhancing the in-person experience by strengthening relationships along the way. When it comes time to keep the momentum going, you have to ensure you're capturing all of the amazing content that takes place during your event in order to go back to that reuse phase. What you capture on site, you can share later, and suddenly you have year-round content at your fingertips to keep engagement alive and well. Although many may associate advertising spend with the traditional blast messaging, content marketing is on the rise, and fast. And at CNTV, content is at the core of what we do, and it's the reason that I'm passionate about what the CNTV marketing division does for the events industry. Content that's powered by strategy increases the ROI of marketing spend by providing valuable, engaging, and relevant content to targeted audiences. And this matters to your sponsors. Video content in particular is one of the most popular formats for digital ad campaigns. 96% of marketers have placed ad spend on video content, and 91% of marketers are satisfied with the ROI of video marketing when it comes to social media. I hope you now feel inspired to find new ways to generate revenue, starting with taking a moment to hit pause and look at your current content and refresh your event marketing strategy in new and meaningful ways. And if it all seems really great, but also a really heavy lift, remember that you don't have to do it alone. Our own community, the exhibitions and events community, is a really powerful one that relies on partnerships to make it all happen. So thank you again to Personify for including myself and CNTV in this year's Event Revenue Summit. And if you're interested in creating extraordinary experiences together, then let's chat.